With Blue Link Plus, you can access your Hyundai Tucson Limited remotely. Doors unlocked, temperature set, lost car found.
There it is.
Get complimentary class-leading Blue Link Plus. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
The following is a GoPowerCat.com and Spirit Street production. You've discovered your link to GoPowerCat.com's PowerCat Overtime podcast, presented by Fridge Wholesale Liquor, and it starts right now. Now, let's go to the WTC Gig-Powered Studios. Here's your host, GoPowerCat.com publisher, Tim Fitzgerald.
Welcome to the Overtime. I've been making a big deal about it. It's Friday. It's overtime. I'm going to be very passive and normal about this. It's the Overtime. I'm Tim Fitzgerald. Giggles was Riley Gates. This guy, Zach Carlson.
It's like that episode of The Office when they make the banner. It says, "It is your birthday." It's just a statement of fact. This is the Overtime.
This is the Overtime.
Wake up, sleepyhead!
It's the Overtime. So this is how it works. We take your questions from Wabash Station. We normally do one podcast answering your questions in a serious and respectful manner, except when we're not. And then it's true.
Yeah.
And then you ask us bizarre crap, and we put it in the Overtime. And then we decided, hey, let's make the Overtime its own podcast, put it on Friday. And this week we decided, hey, we don't have a pregame podcast on Thursday. Let's do another questions podcast on Thursday. So we had questions, Overtime.
And boom goes the dynamite.
We had like 4 quarters instead of 2 halves, and then 1 overtime. So it was like women's basketball.
All right. That's how all basketball should be.
It should. At this point, right? College basketball, men's basketball is the only one with halves.
There's not any other one that does halves. Junior high basketball plays quarters.
I want more buzzer beaters. Give me quarters.
I just want continuity. That's all.
You just need that in your life.
I am just a fool.
After that childhood, you need some continuity. All those foster homes in Beloit.
Those negative thoughts are your critical inner voice saying those things to you, and I want to replace those negative thoughts with something positive, a daily affirmation. Now look in the mirror. Come on. Don't look at me. Only you can help you. That's it.
Sorry, Brian. Jelly, you're not listening.
Oh, he's not listening to the Overtime.
Oh, he should be. Everyone does. Everyone does. Is that on the... You hear that?
Now it is.
Okay. Moving my mic around. We're sponsored by The Fridge. That's it.
That is another statement of fact.
That was the entire read. Go to The Fridge Wholesale Liquor. It's right there. It's in the Blockbuster. You know, if you're old enough, if you're old enough and you can walk in the fridge and you still got your Blockbuster card, you can buy without an ID.
Kids, Blockbuster was a store that sold videos. It was like Netflix, except Blockbuster was even like before the old Netflix. You know, does anybody still do DVD Netflix?
Yeah, it's still there. I don't know who does it. That's just weird to me.
Yeah.
I mean, because you can get newer movies, right? Then you can get on Netflix streaming. Is that right?
I mean, the DVD service of Netflix has like every movie versus streaming. It's just
right, but that's assuming you have a console to play a DVD. I mean, honestly, not a lot of people
I remember
do.
that moment a few years ago when we had the VHS machine, and my wife said, "Do we need this anymore?" No.
I mean, think about it.
Not.
The only reason I can watch movies at my house is because I have a PlayStation.
Well, good for you.
Could you put it in the Blu-ray? Look,
No, I don't. It's not a Blu-ray player.
yes, it is.
It is.
Yeah, PlayStation's.
Okay, I
They're
didn't know that.
how did I know that?
You
He didn't.
You still buy discs. They'd say Blu-ray on it.
I guess I just figured they didn't play Blu-rays because it was older. I thought the newer PlayStations played Blu-rays and mine didn't because I've had it for 5 years.
PlayStation 3, Blu-ray.
Huh. Well, I apologize. I was wrong.
That's okay.
Do you understand ESPN Plus?
Don't start with me.
Okay. So, Blockbuster was Redbox, but an entire store.
I'm surprised Redbox is still a thing.
It's good.
I've never
I don't
used
mean to. I don't mean this to sound condescending, but I think lower income people do use Redbox a lot. It's inexpensive.
It's entertainment.
They don't have streaming, so.
I mean, I'd rather go get a Redbox for $1 versus $4 on Apple or wherever you rent it from.
Well,
Oh, that's
renting
good
on
point.
Apple is because you got to go somewhere, and you don't necessarily have portable DVD players.
Not
all the
necessarily. I'm just saying it's an option to rent on
Right.
iTunes
time.
or
I was just saying I don't think it's fair to compare the two because
They're just different levels. I mean, you don't have to drive anywhere, or you can save money and drive somewhere. I just saw something now. I think it was Albertsons now has basically like a dog kennel that's air conditioned.
yeah, I want to know how those lock.
It's
it have a
basically
keypad?
like a locker. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
because I saw those and I was like, that doesn't look like it locks, and like someone's gonna steal my dog, you know?
Yeah, it's like you put in your credit card. I imagine you have to have your credit card to open it back up. I don't know. I'm not sure. But it's air conditioned, ventilated, self sanitizing, which I didn't understand because I need my whole house done that way. That'd be nice if you made a locker for my whole house and then my dogs came in, and if we had an accident, it just went away. Self sanitized.
Brilliant.
Work on that, Riley.
Teslas do that too. They have like a pet mode where you push it.
Hell, Teslas, your pet could drive it. If you put in,
true.
go to PetSmart and put a note on your dog's collar saying, I need dog food, here's daddy's credit card, they could load it up and then send you back, like return, and take your dog back home.
Is it bad that I could legitimately see someone attempting to do such a thing?
Well, hell, people are sleeping while driving Teslas now. It's a regular thing.
So
And they're not 100% self-driving.
right.
How much do you trust if you're going to sleep on a busy California highway while your car self-drives when it's not designed to be fail-safe?
Sound like a good idea to me.
I just want to try it once.
I feel like those people have relationship issues because they're always picking bad relationships because they just trust. They over-trust. It's like every bachelor and bachelorette, let me put this in language you could understand. Every bachelor and bachelorette you've ever seen, I'm 35, I'm gorgeous, I've had boyfriends and girlfriends.
That's really old for Bachelor.
Hey,
Stop.
there were some on this season. All right.
I'm 28, I'm gorgeous, and I've had relationships, but none I wanted to talk about, and I'm never going to get married. Yeah, it's because you're nuts. There's something wrong with you. Those are the people driving the Teslas, falling asleep, letting them drive down the highway. We haven't even gotten the questions, and here I go. I'm off here in this strange corner, and I'm not even freaking sure how I got here.
I was just going to let you go.
By the time I get to the overtime, I'm shot for the week. And yet I sit there and put in soundbite after soundbite. And you folks, you right now that's listening at work and trying not to chuckle because I put in some funny sound effect right here, that you make this possible. Because when I see how many times you download this thing and listen to this thing and tell people about this thing, it motivates me to be even more stupid than I knew I could ever be. I aspire to higher levels or lower levels of stupidity because of you, Mr. and Mrs. Listener, and the single ones too. Let's get to your questions. Here's Zach.
From KM Wildcat, if you had to choose, which would you rather taste, earwax or that bile when you throw up a little bit in your mouth?
I told everybody to get weird this week, and they listened to me.
That is that. Oof.
Can I be honest though? Like, if you've had a really bad flu, you've tasted the bile.
Oh yeah.
So is this a fair question considering you may have involuntarily? You may have involuntarily
Which I have.
tasted that. And yes, I have. So but if I had never, I would say earwax. Because I feel like
Well, bile should be there. It's not like you're encountering bile in an ear. Bile is part of your digestive system. It belongs in your mouth once in a while.
Right.
It's doing its job.
But I think the taste, I don't want to say the taste would be better. I think it'd be more bearable to taste earwax than it would be that bile. That bile sucks, dude.
The irony is if I get enough earwax, I'll also get the bile to go with it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Quality start to overtime.
I would agree. From Queso Cat, what is the best? He's got a bunch of these, and they're all cheese related.
Well, because
his name is Queso Cat.
Yeah, I'm putting that out there.
I want to point out that this is a long time subscriber who has had the name change. If you are on the website and we've got some anons running around with the anonymous screen names, please change those. I'm going to change it for you. If you post and I see you posted, I'm going to just change your name to I like Pickles Cat.
I like how all of the things you change are food related.
Yeah.
Queso Cat.
This was a request.
Oh.
I did not come up with this one.
Taco Cat. Whataburger Cat. I like Pickles Cat. Okay. Yeah, whatever.
Look.
It doesn't matter what we do. I like Pickles Cat will forever be the greatest thing we've ever come up with on this podcast. That was amazing.
He goes, okay, I'll take that. Purple cheese.
Yeah,
purple cheeses.
So what does Queso Cat want to know about cheese?
He asks, what is the best cheese to put on your burger? I don't eat cheese on burgers.
Oh, wow, you communist.
Pepper Jack. Pepper Jack's the best cheese. Unless it's really aggressive pepper jack, then I'm a wimp and I can't take it.
I mean, I always go with American, but that's usually because most places don't. If you're getting a fast food burger, you don't have a choice of cheese.
No.
I have some good provolone at home that I need to put on a burger and taste it.
It's a lovely cheese.
I mean, I know I like provolone. I've never had it on a burger, so.
Oh, it's delicious.
But you can't ever go wrong.
Provolone and pepper jack complement each other really well if you want to do a double cheese.
American cheese sucks.
Oh, my God.
Okay, next one is
Comrade.
Espinaca or queso.
What is Espinaca?
What's Espinaca?
Some sort of, I don't know.
Queso, because I don't know what Espinaca is. It might be like
Espinaca dip, you see it on the appetizer menu. I don't know. I've never actually ordered it.
Is that like toe cheese?
Espinaca dip.
Because I would pick queso over toe cheese.
It's white cheese dip with spinach in it.
Oh,
like
queso.
Spinach, tomato. I'll go with the Espinaca.
No, queso.
I love it.
Queso, because queso can still be. Queso can be whatever color you want it to be.
I feel like if you're sneaking spinach and tomatoes in my cheese dip, you're trying to make me healthy.
Tomatoes are fine.
Yeah, spinach artichoke dip is really good. So
no, I don't like that either. I would take, but I do like to mix queso with salsa. Kind of do like the suicide of, chips and dip things. That is good. Becky and I really get crazy. We really get after it sometimes, and we mix our queso with our salsa.
This is supposed to be rapid fire.
Nachos with queso or nachos with melted cheddar or both?
Nachos with queso.
Queso, yeah.
If it's like a big, meaty nachos and there's a lot of shredded cheese on it and they're melted, you don't need the queso there.
No.
Melted cheese.
You could have added a gulping sound effect.
Mine was better.
And then the last one is Velveeta cheese?
No, it's a cheese-like product that you can also use as a weapon.
It's a cheese.
I'm not actually sure.
How do you make dip if you're ever making dip at home? You buy Velveeta and you throw it in a crock pot.
Does it have the real cheese logo on the side of the box?
I don't know.
Real processed cheese from cheese-like products.
Because if it's like American cheese, it is a no. Next question.
Hold on, American cheese isn't real cheese?
No.
Are you saying American cows aren't real cows?
It's not what American cheese is.
Okay.
Yes, my Swiss cows.
Yes. Every cheese has a nationality.
Si, senor. Moo.
From Chris66204, what are your favorite balls to eat?
Well,
He lists meatballs.
Oh, thank God.
Peanut butter balls, popcorn balls, hush puppies, cheese balls, cake pops, chocolate truffles, and bowl testicles.
I don't like the question because it's like cake pops are amazing.
I got to stop.
Or hush puppies.
Hold on. I got to put something in here that I am going to make an enemy out of my dearest friend, Toby, Absolute Purple. He has an idea to open up a store called...
Wait for it. Here it comes. Almost there.
Just Balls. So, yes, all of these things would be available in the food section of Just Balls, along with the sporting goods.
Have you ever watched Kicking and Screaming with Will Ferrell?
No.
Because his father or father-in-law or whatever ran a store, and like they had a commercial. It was just like, we sell balls.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he's not even that original. But here's what I added to his idea here. Just Balls, it would be a corporate thing, and you would locate all your stores next to Dick's Sporting Goods. So your ads would be Just Balls, just south of Dick's. My choice is meatballs.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
I love meatballs. I love meatballs. If you have me over and you have appetizers and you have the little wiener things floating around in the sauce and meatballs, I'm probably never leaving. I'm going to eat until the food's all gone.
I am a person that believes in second chances. I think America is the land of second chances, except for when it comes to this dude, Mr. Jabba the Hutt, you fat, slovenly, no good, lazy.
I'll say like cheese balls to an extent. After a while, they get to be excessive.
Do you eat it like an apple or with crackers?
Oh, that kind of. No, I meant like
little tiny.
I meant like fried cheese balls.
Oh, those
like Cheetos Puffs, but balls. Cheese ball, like a cheese.
No,
ball?
I mean like go to Sonic and get a cheese or like
like a cheese curd.
No. Or well, I guess kind of like a cheese curd, but like like deep fried in a ball.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Curds are more oval,
I get it.
Cylinder.
What are you thinking?
This, yeah, I didn't think about that. Hush puppies are real, but like the question's so tough because like I could say cheese balls, but I equally like cake balls, but they're not. You can't compare them because one is a sweet thing, one is a salty thing.
No, not all balls are like.
Say what?
I'll go malted milk.
I'm out.
Oh, I love malted milk balls. Oh, that rivals meatballs. That's my dessert. Becky, if you're listening to this, we need to have an all balls theme party and not invite Toby because it'll go south real fast.
South.
Okay, this is getting really graphic. Can we maybe please talk about anything else?
We better move on.
I should not have put that question in.
My days working, taking care of my little ones can be a lot. I checked out Care.com and it was so easy for me to find local, experienced, and background check sitters. Finding our babysitter was way more affordable than I thought.
Care.com makes it super easy. Search for qualified candidates. You can view their profiles, read reviews and ratings, check their availability, send messages directly, get the help that you need. Care.com should be every person's go-to.
If you're in the market for investment-worthy bags, watches, and fine jewelry, Rebag is the answer. Rebag is a luxury resale marketplace where each piece is carefully vetted and verified by experts to ensure quality and authenticity. If you're in the market, use Rebag to buy and sell finds from the world's top brands, including Hermes, Chanel, and Cartier. Head to Rebag.com to get 10% off your first purchase with code REBAG10. Shop today at Rebag.com. That's REBAG.com and use promo code REBAG10 for 10% off your first purchase.
From KSU Cat 80, what was good eating in Starkville / surroundings?
We didn't eat that much.
We had
one meal?
2 meals.
We got to town in Jackson, and Fritch and Zach went to Whataburger. I didn't because I ate in Dallas. They didn't eat. I was really it was just a miscommunication. If I had known they were going to Whataburger, I still would have gone.
Kids, there's always room for Whataburger.
Yeah, and so I didn't eat with them. I ended up going to a sports bar that night with somebody. It was good. It was wings. It was fine. Just a random sports bar. The breakfast was good.
It was named Hooters.
No, what?
I'm sorry, I made that up. It wasn't named Hooters.
The breakfast at the stadium was good, but I mean, and I had grits for the first time.
How, were they good?
Yeah. I still can't describe them, though.
Grits is like anything else for me. If it's well done, it's good. If it's not well done, it's
It's like I tasted, and I don't mean this is bad. I love this. It tasted like I was eating gravy.
It's like mush.
Yeah. And so, I mean, but it was delicious. Like, if you said, hey, do you want to have some grits? I'd be like, hell yeah. So we had that, and then we got cookout after the game.
Which was fast and easy.
And it was good, and it was fun.
You got like 3 full meals for $3.
Here's the thing with our schedule.
It's ridiculous.
With our schedules, the only way we can ever go have like a meal, you know, go someplace, sit down, whatever, is a situation like Friday where we're there, we're not doing anything, we got time to kill, but just with the travel way.
You get thrown off.
Yeah, with travel, we got thrown off. We were all eating on different times, so yeah, we haven't really sat down and gone to like a good restaurant for quite some time.
It just doesn't happen. It's not going to happen. Oklahoma State, you guys are going down the day of the game.
We'll get Whataburger on the way in.
Yep.
We'll get it on the way out on Sunday.
Yep.
I mean, that's what it is.
Well, no, you won't because you're staying in Ponca City.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Got it. Do we not go through Edmond?
Oh, no, you're north. Man, your geography.
Why the hell? All right, why the hell would I know everything about every state like Zach? I don't. Why is that so ridiculous?
Stillwater is north of Oklahoma City.
Like, yeah, I understand that.
Hey, are we
like,
going to go through Austin when we go to the TCU game?
If I'm not
Like,
that
that's-
familiar with Texas and Oklahoma, you can't expect me to know that.
I expect you to know.
I hadn't gone to Texas until I started working here.
Do you have maps?
What the hell would I need to know for?
You know what? I think this is the best show I've ever done.
Curiosity where all the universities are located?
I don't think it's that absurd for me to be like, do we go through Edmond when we're leaving Ponca City, Oklahoma, where I've never been in my life before?
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in this program.
I don't know where Ponca is in between there. You lived in the damn state. You went to the state for 18 years.
As you head south, you will see an exit for Ponca. You will see an exit for Stillwater. And then you keep going, you see Edmond, Oklahoma City, and then Norman.
Okay. I'm just not aware of the layout of the state. Zach had family in Oklahoma growing up. He went there a lot. Zach drives every time we go to Oklahoma. He knows the roads. I don't. I've never been there except for work.
In case you get confused, Tulsa's part of Nebraska.
I just think it's a ridiculous thing to shame me for.
Shame.
Can we hit up the Golden Q in Hayes on our way to Salina?
Yeah.
I mean, that's okay. Basically the...
No, it's not the same. Isn't comparing the distance or the routes. I'm comparing, why do you expect me to know Oklahoma like the back of my hand?
I'm trying to deflate this situation by talking about another topic.
No, I'm not going to let him just throw that comment out.
The Q has like a Ponca City's north of Stillwater.
We do this drive a billion times.
And how many times have we taken this drive and gone to Ponca City?
None.
Exactly. I don't know where the hell it is.
Now, that one I understand. But why would you go south from Stillwater?
Because I don't know where Ponca is. I just didn't know. I've never been there. I've never looked to go there.
There's no way I'm going to send you...
Said Riley, know the state of Oklahoma. That way, in case you're ever on a work road trip, you know where you are. I'd be like, all right. All I do is sit in the car and we go by the freaking carnival place every time. All those bad roller coasters. And I'm like, oh, we're kind of almost there. And then we go by it on the way home. We take the same route every time. I just don't know where Ponca sits. Excuse me for not knowing that. But growing up here.
Are we going to go through Edmond on the way home?
But it's not like Oklahoma is West Virginia where you don't know where the city...
Like, oh yeah, if we take that route out of town, we'll go through Edmond. I didn't know where Ponca City sits. If you could have told me it sits on the border of Texas, and I would have believed you, because I just don't know.
Yay! I'm calling this road trip the 007 because we are gonna bond.
I have no reason to know.
Because, yes, that's where I'd make you stay. So the game's in Stillwater, but you're going to stay in Texas that night.
I'm just saying in general. I hate his condescending.
So disrespectful for you to say something like that.
They're like brothers.
I remember when I had my first beer.
That's so funny. The last time I heard that, I laughed so hard I fell off my dinosaur.
I don't know which one's Will Ferrell and which one's Bill O'Reilly. What's the guy say?
Bill O'Reilly?
John C. Reilly.
That guy, yeah.
You guys both look like you might want to hit me in the face. You do, I can tell. Well, why don't you do it?
From ContraCat, what SEC school would you attend if forced?
It's a good question. I think there's
LSU.
Why's that?
I would love to be in Louisiana.
Oh, yes, good idea. Good call. Good call.
Why would you like to be in Louisiana?
Well, I don't want to comment on that, but I like the culture. I really do.
Sure you do. Vanderbilt because it's in Nashville.
Not because it's the best school?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't really care about the academics.
You've proven that through your life, yes.
Guys, K-State has a 99% acceptance rate at this school, and I got a fine education here.
Well, yeah, you got a degree.
Yeah, I mean, I feel as if I learned enough in college, so I don't really care who has better school. It's about being in Nashville, Tennessee.
I'd probably pick Florida.
Just be different?
No, it'd be cool.
Yeah,
the swamp.
Cool. Yeah.
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 No, that's a good choice. And I've heard Arkansas really is a fun place to go. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I've heard Arkansas is really fun. Let's think about this. I wouldn't really want to go to Kentucky, Tennessee. That'd be fun.
Yeah, except a lot of losing.
Well, I mean,
my backup would be Ole Miss, I think.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Wouldn't have anything to do with co-eds, would it? They're infamous.
Perhaps. Wouldn't want to be a pledge at Alabama.
Auburn wouldn't be bad.
I wouldn't want
to going to K-State.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities, except boiled peanuts disturb me. I think if your culture involves boiled peanuts, I don't want to be part of your culture. I feel more strongly about boiled peanuts than I do crawfish.
Really emphasizing that, aren't you?
Boiled peanuts. I don't want to. I want to make sure you know I'm saying peanuts.
What did he say?
But, okay, who else are we forgetting? Georgia wouldn't be bad.
I don't really
South Carolina wouldn't be bad.
I just don't have anything that points out to me about the other ones that, I'd love to go to school there, except they got a good football team. They got a good basketball team, you know?
Oh, I just think LSU would be – it wouldn't matter if you had a bad basketball and football team. It would still be fun.
Well, and that's why I said Vanderbilt. Because clearly they don't do good at any sport.
Because you just want to go to Tigerland.
Dude, what's that?
That's the number one bar for playing Mo Bamba.
Oh, for God's sakes. You would flunk out of Vanderbilt in a week. You'd show up to your first class and go, Mr. Gates, you do not belong here.
Fine, I'll be a janitor. Still live in Nashville.
I'll sleep on Nick Walsh's floor. Which is weird because he's probably sleeping on someone else's floor.
That's what I'm saying. From Chris66204, toilet paper, unroll over the top or unroll from the bottom?
Over.
Over.
Absolutely over.
If you do toilet paper under, you are a communist.
Keeping it real.
I believe that.
I think if you come in and borrow my toilet paper without asking, you're a communist.
I hate going under so much that I will literally flip it.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. If I'm in a hotel.
If I'm at your house, I'm going to flip it.
I love that. Riley, you and I just bonded on this.
But then I'm going to not know how to put your toilet paper holder back on because for some reason some of them are very difficult. Like the one in our office.
Yeah, once you figure it out.
Pain in the ass.
Once you figure
it out, it's fine.
It's fine. But getting there, it's like, what is this design? Over. It's meant to tear off. It's meant to, you got a book or now modern phone in the other hand, so you don't need two hands to tear off paper.
Yeah, you literally cannot get a clean tear if you're going under.
You can't tear it.
No.
It just keeps coming out.
Yeah. I don't understand how you can. Why do people do it? If you weren't under toilet paper roller, start a thread on Wabash. Tell us why.
Tweet to me so I can put you on blast.
Why? The only thing I can think of is if you have a cat.
Wet.
You have a cat that'll get into the toilet paper, so you put it under so it won't go.
But it could still claw it and pull it down.
But if it,
it does
flipping it that way.
Claws.
But
okay, having a cat, that's a problem too.
But yeah, if you
Why do you have a cat?
Don't respond. Like if you have no pets, no children, young enough to,
you're just the worst.
Screw around. Why do you go under?
Why do you live?
Roger that. We're taking gunfire. Prepare for evasive maneuvers.
Too far?
Probably.
Okay,
Yeah.
I take that back.
From Chris66204, how do you drink your high-end whiskey? On the rocks or neat? And is putting some kind of soda in with high-end whiskey a complete affront, or is it up to the drinker?
Well, at the end of the day, it's up to the drinker. I mean, you can put like your toes in your whiskey if you really want to. It's your drink. I don't know why you would do it. I always have to have it chilled, so if you've got an ice ball, that'd be nice. And I'm not a patient guy, so I usually put in a splash of water to get me farther along, so I don't have to wait for the ice to melt down a little bit.
Sorry, go on.
But yeah, I mean, I really don't mix it. I just give me some ice and a splash of water, because when I get my drink, I don't want to sit there and jingle the ice and try to get it to melt down so it's just the right. No, I just want to drink the damn thing.
See, I chill my whiskey.
In the freezer?
Yeah, all my hard alcohol I put in the freezer, so it's always cold.
That's good.
But I'll still put it on ice just because I like the way it tastes better coming off the ice. But like the hot, so they talk about putting pop in a drink. He says soda because he thinks he's first class or something like that.
I probably meant club soda.
Soda's fine.
Whatever it is. But so like if I'm having just like, I like Crown. That's my drink. So if I'm having a Crown, just normal Crown, I'll put Coke with it and have a Crown of Coke and sit there and do that. But if it's like a higher up Crown, like one of the more expensive ones, I will not, and I refuse to put it in that. Woodford. Refuse to put Coke in Woodford. Like, you can't do that, but you could put it with Jack Daniels, with normal Crown, whatever.
Yeah, I feel like regular Crown, Jack, certainly Seagram's if you're that kind of weirdo. Whatever you've got. And what else? I mean, what else is out there? Those things, if you want to mix that with Coke or 7, it's not like you're offending the senses of high-end drinkers. But when you get into your really good bourbons and whiskeys, the ones you spend a lot of money on, and I'm probably talking like Woodford Reserve, my one of choice, and above.
I'm suggesting that you leave before I have to get snooty.
Snooty?
Woodford's kind of come down because it's gotten so popular now. The price has come down just a little bit or stabilized. There's whiskeys out there that I think are inferior and more expensive. Anyhow, if it's got any kind of full flavor like that, man, you just need to put some ice in there. Drink it neat if you enjoy that. My wife drinks scotch neat. Isn't that neat?
I have a bottle of Crown XR at home. And
what's the XR stand for? Extra Reserve?
Yeah, I think so.
Or is it like a superhero name?
No, it's not that. But it's rather not cheap, and I will not let...
No.
Someone asked if they could have I told them to have a drink. They were like, do you have Sprite? And I was like, I do have Sprite in this house. You will not put it with that. I will take it from you first.
And then they went in your bathroom and flipped your toilet paper upside down.
I want to go on record saying I don't drink high-end anything.
Because you don't like it, or you just don't?
I just don't.
Just budget.
I don't even drink budget.
But you don't drink. You don't drink any.
I don't.
Zach doesn't drink liquor.
You don't.
Not like at home. At a bar, maybe. Yeah, but
I've never once seen you drink liquor. I don't think.
Oh, I'm certain.
One of the best nights.
Maybe one time at Power Night after that Colorado State game. Was it Colorado State? No, it was Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Riley and I one time, and this was a Big 12 tournament, I think. Had a great man date where we went together, and we ended up at the cigar box, just outside of Power and Light, drinking Woodford.
Well, because it goes. So this was the first real bar I had ever been. I just had turned 21 recently, and the only bars I'd gone to was Cause, Shot Stop, where you're just yelling whiskey Coke, and they're giving you just the bottom whiskey.
Kentucky Deluxe, which you shouldn't put in your freezer because it'll freeze.
Yeah. So yeah, I had never really ordered a drink at a true good bar, and I said whiskey Coke. And she asked me what kind of whiskey I wanted, and I kind of panicked just because I had never been asked that question before, and I froze, and Fitz said Woodford and water. And then I woke up the next morning with my jeans on.
Alcohol is a way of life. Alcohol is my way of life, and I aim to keep it.
I got to say, that's better than you waking up the next morning with my jeans on.
No! Oh, hell no!
Hey, that was an awesome night. We ripped through so much Woodford. I went back in the next night, and I didn't really want to drink very much. And the bartender said, "Hi, Mr. Fitzgerald."
It was rough.
Yeah, we get. Apparently, I overtipped. If he remembers the name after running the credit card, he did that. But no, I love Woodford so much, and that was with the splash of water, on the rocks with the splash of water. That's what we were drinking that night, and we did a lot of it. If you've never been to the cigar box, if you like a bar that smells like cigars and has an old guy doing karaoke where he's singing standards, for the most part, was singing like Sinatra and those type of things, and then branched off into dance music, which was hysterical. The cigar box is your place. It's right across the highway from the Sprint Center.
Next question's from K-Ned. Hotel etiquette question. You already covered the stink the hotel lobby bathroom, not your own. How about continental breakfast etiquette? Should you respect the other guests by actually showering and getting ready for the day first, or is it okay for an adult to just roll out of bed and come to breakfast?
It's a great question.
Hold on. Roll out of bed. If you sleep nude, no, it's not okay to go to breakfast nude. I think you should at least put on clothing, whether it's sweats or something. That's fine.
You have to wear underwear.
As long as you're
That's
not.
a great. You have to wear underwear.
You have to wear underwear.
'Cause I'm free. Free falling. Yeah, I'm free. Free falling.
Look.
Okay.
I don't know how weird we want to get on this. I don't wear underwear to bed. I just wear shorts. But I would never walk out of my house.
I'm out there, Jerry, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Without them on.
Hey, that's good. I'm happy for that. I'm trying to keep my eyes up. Look, you're asking about eating a continental breakfast. We have now established what kind of Hampton Inn or Days Inn you're staying at. Just don't be naked.
As long as it's not flannel pajamas or something that looks like, you
what purchased legitimate pajamas.
Right. And you're just like the type of people that stroll through Walmart in their pajamas. Are you one of those people? Stop. Don't go to Walmart. Don't go eat your continental breakfast. Put on a t-shirt and some gym shorts. Look like you might actually be acceptable in public. If it's flannel from head to toe and it's a onesie, no.
Like flannel pants and a t-shirt, fine. Athletic shorts and a t-shirt, fine.
I disagree on that.
Hey, if you
They're
are
pajama pants, don't wear them.
If you're eating breakfast at a flagship hotel, a Marriott, a Hilton, a Sheraton, a Hyatt, get ready and wear clothing. If you're eating at a place named an inn or a lodge, or doesn't even have one of those, if they call themselves super or have a numeral in their name, don't get arrested. Above that, you're good. You are at the Walmart of hotels.
I'm really hungry right now.
I know.
I was just thinking of Embassy Suites breakfast.
We stayed in an Embassy Suites in Mississippi, and we were there for 2 mornings and missed breakfast not once but twice because we had to leave so early.
Yeah, that's not good.
I was so depressed.
Guys,
there's nothing more that I love than
horrible.
when Fitz puts us in the Embassy Suites in Denton, Texas.
Like, yes.
I'm so happy because omelets are one of my favorite foods in the world, and you get to make your own, and it's amazing, and then it's not there, even though it's right there. I was so depressed.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah.
So sorry.
I feel like we only ever stay in Embassy Suites when we fly. I know that's not true.
That's not true.
Except for when we don't.
There's only one other time I can think of, and it was when we were in Dallas after a Texas game. And we left, had an early flight. Very sad.
But I haven't stayed in the one in Denton, but your guys' reviews sounds like it might be the nicest Embassy Suites ever.
It's amazing.
The one in Norman's really nice.
We never want to stay in a different hotel ever again.
It works well, honestly, because with 3 of you traveling, someone does the pull-out couch or sleeps on the couch, and the other 2 are in the beds.
Fritch always calls it. I always offer him.
We always offer Fritch a bed, and he always defers to the second half.
Fritch can
honestly, I'm
sleep anywhere.
about to start just like not offering it because I always know what the answer is going to be.
Yeah, he can sleep anywhere. I mean, he's just happy. You can give him a recliner. He's fine. The best ones, when I can find a Homewood Suites, and they have the 2-bedroom thing where they have the double queens in one room and a king in another room and still a living room, that's the home run for road trips.
It's pretty good.
Breakfast still is not Embassy Suites breakfast.
It is not. It is not. I wish Manhattan had an Embassy Suites.
So we could stay there?
I think building an Embassy Suites out there by the football stadium close to Embath would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, it really would.
And then I would stay there. Honey, I'm going to go stay at the Embassy Suites tonight. Are you mad at me? No, it's an Embassy Suites. I'll see you later.
From KM Wildcat. Why do you guys at GPC pick on Riley? That travel ramp was priceless. Sadly, I understood everything he was trying to say, even through the fast forwards. Still, he had a valid point.
Yeah.
Who's that from?
From KM Wildcat. I have no clue what point was made last week, and we're not going to rehash this.
I appreciate someone standing up for me because, I think if you go by numbers, I produce a lot of stories for this website, and all it ever turns into is just backlash on me. So rude. So rude.
Get on Google Maps every once in a while.
Okay, Riley, I'm going to defend you.
Oh, no, I don't like where this is going at all.
By making fun of myself. I'm so old. When we went on vacations as kids, we would sit in the back seat and read the Atlas to pass time. I'm dead serious. The giant, oversized State Farm Atlas.
Yeah.
You would read through that. You would study the states. You knew all the capitals. You knew where all the towns were. You knew where all the states, what states touched what. You did all these things. You studied where the national parks were. It was great. I learned a lot from that. And you sat in the back of the family minivan. Did you have a minivan?
For a while.
Okay.
We went to Suburbans.
Because you have 12 children in your family.
4.
Close enough. It's math. And you sat in the back with your little gaming console or reading a Power Cat Illustrated magazine, which is just brain rot right there. And you didn't learn these essential ingredients. You spent time telling Parker to shut up.
That was a good one.
That's all that ever happened on your trips.
Not wrong.
Okay. So I'd like to publicly apologize to you for making fun of you on last week's podcast.
You deserve peace of mind, and peace of mind is what you shall have.
Boo.
Yeah.
Last question of the podcast.
Thank God.
From Kane Ed. It's a good one.
Okay.
In the Fansville Dr. Pepper commercial, is the state mom with the surprise tech baby secretly a tech fan or secretly sleeping with a tech fan?
This is a good.
I haven't seen this commercial, but she's clearly a slut, and she probably slept with Les Miles last season.
Oh my God!
That baby looks just like Les Miles. I guarantee it.
I don't.
Was he a coach?
Is there a way to go back? Does Dr. Pepper have a YouTube channel where they just put these in a playlist in order that we can just watch them all the way through?
Was she ever seen in a basketball player's dorm slow dancing topless?
Was she a nurse at a local high school? Oh no!
I don't know what I'm doing. They're going to cancel the show. I'm going to die homeless and penniless. I'm 20 pounds overweight, and no one will ever love me.
Oh no!
We gotta get out of here. Pull up, Maverick, pull up.
No. Oh my God. I don't even know. Like at this point,
We gotta go. We're sponsored by the Fridge. We apologize to our sponsors and all other human beings. We'll be back next week. God, we need a game.
You've been listening to the Power Cat Overtime Podcast, presented by Fridge Wholesale Liquor. Power Cat Podcast. All rights reserved. GoPowerCat.com and Spirit Street Publishing.
Matt Ryan?
Did you know the NFL playoffs on CBS stream live on Paramount Plus?
I just want a frozen fudge bar.
Bet you didn't know Super Bowl 58 was in Vegas this year.
What about a Sunday?
Super Bowl Sunday on CBS streams live on Paramount Plus.
Seriously?
Would an NFL MVP lie?
Former MVP. Can we at least get a selfie?
Of course. I got your NFL playoffs on CBS and Super Bowl 58 streaming live on Paramount Plus.